NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school volleyball, where the Botkins Trojans will take on the Jackson Center Tigers. Tonight's game brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Borchers Family Floor Center, and NK Telco, all bringing you tonight's game, a Shelby County Athletic League affair from Jackson Center. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Jeremy Plyman. And interesting matchup. This week is a struggle week for Botkins. A young team. They're running into Fort Loramie. They're running into Jackson Center here tonight. And it's about survival and somehow trying to get better.
They started off the season 3-0, Dave. They had some games against teams Temple Christian, Troy Christian, Bradford, and then on Monday they went to New Knoxville. Knoxville's not the Knoxville of old, but they're still a very good program up there, and there's history there. They went up there, they lost in 5 sets. They were down 2-0, came back, tied it at 2-2, and then lost a close one in the 5th. Then in-locked Loramie on Tuesday night, and that's a whole different animal right there.
Yeah, and Fort Loramie played very well. And tonight, they've got Jackson Center, another team with a tremendous basketball heritage under head coach Kim Metz. Everyone throughout Ohio knows the quality of her program and the quality of the fundamentals that are taught to her team.
Well, there's a couple Ohio State banners over there on the wall that say volleyball on them. And they say state champions on there on 2015 and 2016, and that's all Kim Metz, and she's looking to continue it this year.
And the Tigers this season, they stand 3-1, 2-0 overall in Shelby County Athletic League play. Our national anthem on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Botkins 3-2 overall and 0-1 in league play. Jackson Center 3-1 and 2-0. Starting lineup. Peyton Platfoot. Introducing them. And I do believe number 3, Ella Brown, in the lineup. So the starters are Peyton Platfoot, Ella Brown, Emerson Walters, Janelle Platfoot, Madeline Fry, Jana Metz, and Kylie Mack. That is the starters for the Botkins Trojans. And for Kim Metz's Jackson Center Tigers, Grace Sprenger, Presley Reese, Paige Guy, McKinley Reichert, Macy Kloppenstein, Maren Ludwig, and Dee Lichtenberg, the starters for the Tigers. Let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight. First for the visiting Botkins Trojans, our keys brought to you by, as always, Keyhole Pizza.
Tonight for the Botkins Trojans, Coach Sarah Brown's got 3 keys to this game. Limit easy free balls, blocks, and attack their defense.
And for the Jackson Center Tigers, they come into today's match at 3-1.
Miss Kim Metz brings her team in and has 3 things they're looking to do here tonight. Control what you can control, first ball control, and focus on every ball and every contact.
And our keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. I think we're just about ready to go, and the music is loud, the atmosphere is fun. I'm trying to figure out the music, but that's That's only because of my age.
That's generational.
Generational, is that what that is?
That's a generational issue. It's not hearing or anything like that. Like you said, the crowd's got a nice little crowd here on hand. The junior high looks like they're just getting done in Shelby County League. If your high school and your junior high play at the same location, so they're coming over from the junior high gym. Not going to put 90,000 in here like they did at Nebraska the other night, but
yeah, really.
Hopefully we're going to have a nice crowd. And Janelle Plattfoot gets it started with an ace for the Trojans.
So the Botkins goes up 1-0 as Plattfoot, the senior, that's her 23rd ace of the season, and the Trojans start out well, 1-0 Botkins.
You got to believe if you're Coach Sarah Brown that you're looking at Janelle Plattfoot after what you just had to go through on Tuesday night with Fort Laramie. Janelle is your 4-year senior. She's your all-league, all-district player bringing back. You're looking for her to be a leader here, and she's come out and she's got 2 real nice serves, and the Trojans are off and rolling. Now up 3-0.
Good start for Botkins as Plattfoot in serve. And on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard, it's 3-0. Comes the set. Strong hit. Tiger defense is there. And finding the open space, Macy Kloppenstein. Strong kill. That's her 57th kill of the season.
The Trojans led by Miss Janelle Plattfoot. On the other hand, the Lady Tigers led by junior McKinley Reichert. She's an second team All-Ohioan last year. And Macy Kloppenstein, the senior.
Back row hit. Pry. Back over to Plattfoot at the net. Point goes to the Tigers. Like Presley Reese and Paige Guy at the net on the point. 3-2. Botkins with the early lead. Soft touch by Peyton Plattfoot, and Tigers have all sorts of problems with that. Botkins goes up 4-2.
This is a little bit like we saw in the JV game a little bit. If you are in system, that allows you to be on the attack. And right now, so far, the Lady Tigers are struggling to get in system and on the attack.
Ludwig over there. I think they're back in attack on that one.
They're back in attack mode now.
Whoa, the 5'10 junior, Presley Reese, I believe, with that kill. Knocked that one home. Guy with the serve. Fry up the Plattfoot. Tigers send it long, and it's going to make it 5-3 Botkins, and that will put Kylie Mack into serve for the Trojans.
Jenna Metz's second kill of the evening already.
Strong serve by Mack. Hit by Reichert, and the kill will go to Reichert and makes it 5-4. And
one of the things that Coach Sarah Brown asked to talk about a little bit was being able to block and get blocks early. Unfortunately, they were not able to do that on Tuesday night, and it allowed Laramie a lot of free swings from the net. Hopefully they're looking to change some of that. You're seeing double blocking here going on from the Trojans a little bit earlier.
McKinley Reichert, the kill leader on the Tigers squad, already has at least 2 kills, and we're tied at 5. In serve, and I got to believe that's Avery Jackson.
I believe it is too. We got a number here we don't have involved. We have number 5 in our program.
Number 5 in 2 programs. And I'm pretty sure that's Avery Jackson with the serve. And this one will go into the net. And we're tied at 6.
There's no 6 on the bench down there, Dave, so we're going to call it, or excuse me, no number 5 on the bench. So I believe that is Avery.
So we'll go with Avery on that one.
Jana Metz with a nice serve.
Metz with the serve coming back out of the Tigers. Soft touch there by Metz. Here comes the set. Lichtenberg comes back. Tigers will recover. Soft touch, it goes over. Reichert with the hammer. Botkins handles it. Fry sends it deep, and that's going to be a Tiger.
Great rally there on both ends. The Tigers were on the attack many times, but the Trojans were able to dig it out and get in system themselves and take shots at it. Nice job on both sides here.
Reichert with the serve. Flatfoot, the reception. Ella Brown, number 3 up front. That hit is in. And Macy Kloppenstein with the hit.
You have a tale of two stories here. The Jackson Tennis Tigers, all juniors and seniors out there playing for them on the varsity floor right now. On the other hand, for the Lady Trojans, we just walked off Maddie Fry still out there. The Trojans have 3 freshmen, a junior, and 2 seniors out there on the floor right now. So a little bit of experience difference here.
And Kloppenstein with the hit there, and Jackson Center jumps out to a 9-6 lead as they settle in with Reichert in the serve.
Gives Macy 3 kills so far tonight in this set.
Fry, Kloppenstein, it's going to be out, so makes it 9-7. Madeline Fry will serve it up for Botkins. As Jeremy said, she's a freshman. Serve goes into the net, 10-7. Jackson Center will have the serve. Going to have to double-check numbers on this one, 5 and 6. They did a flip-flop on us, but we'll get it corrected. They'll send it deep. Across it comes. Here comes the set. And
Peyton Plattfoot rears back and punches one through.
Number 5 is Keona Shuttles then, I believe. Yep, 5 is Keona Shuttles. So the Tigers with it over to their right side, and the hit there by Paige Guy into the net. And Ella Brown will serve it, yet another freshman for the Trojans.
Ella Brown leads the team in serving percentage at 100% for the Trojans. Highly accurate.
Reichert, Kloppenstein. Comes Metz's hit. Back row save. Reichert going for it. Metz again.
Nice rally here on these two.
Kloppenstein's hit goes across. And point goes to Jackson Center as Plattfoot's hit goes into the net.
Early on in the game here, 11-9, Kylie Mack much more active at the net than she was on Tuesday night against Fort Laramie. You know, a little bit different approach, though. Laramie is a lot of times hitting back from the line back there. They're extended back with Albers and Summerhoing and them taking shots from deep. Jackson a little bit closer up to the net, and it's allowing Kylie Mack to be more involved.
12-9, Jackson Center with the lead as Maren Ludwig will serve. 4 aces on the year for Ludwig. Sends it deep. Fry will handle it. Up front, Mack, and returned by the Jackson Center front line. And I think that was Kloppenstein again.
I believe so.
13-9 our score. Ludwig will stay and serve. Metz back over to Plattfoot. Comes the set by Ludwig.
Good dig by Ella Brown.
Plattfoot trying to hit a soft touch there. It comes back to Kloppenstein with the kill. Boy, what a nice little maneuver there between Reichert and Kloppenstein. Of course, they played played together for a very long time. We got a timeout on the court. We'll come back and talk about that here in just a moment. Our score, Jackson Center 14, Botkins 9. You are watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Jackson Center with the lead and the serve. Marin Ludwig at the net. Reese back over to Reichert. Kloppenstein. Fry. Here comes the set to Plattfoot. Hit by Fry from long range. And
the Trojans able to get back a little bit in system there, Dave, and they're trying to feed. And you can tell right now, Janelle Plattfoot a couple times in the last couple rotations here, trying to feed her younger sister Peyton. Peyton is their leader in kills on the team, and they're trying. You can tell early she's trying to get her a little bit involved.
Presley Reese with the kill, and it's 15-10. As Kloppenstein will serve. Plattfoot sets it up for Mack in a return favor. That's pretty good line dominance up front.
Yeah, it is. Fortunately for the Trojans, able to come out of bounds after a hit there, but you're exactly right. That one didn't have anywhere to go there.
Botkins gets the point, though, and that one goes into the net, and Peyton Plattfoot a little frustrated with herself. 16-11 our score.
Coach Brown talked about one of the keys of giving free points away. They had numerous errors on Tuesday night where they were, service errors and just errors where they had to free ball it back across. And they've done a nice job of avoiding that. But there's another situation right there. You're hoping that, hey, we need to get our chances in. And anytime you got to do that, you just gave away a point.
Kloppenstein looking for the open corner, and she'll find it.
Makes 5 kills in the set there for Macy Kloppenstein, the 5'11 senior for Jackson Center.
Guy will serve it. Strong serve. Fry handles it. Plattfoot. Brown will send it across. Kloppenstein with the set to the right side. And, boy, she gets the assist. And a powerful hit there by Keona Shuttles. Nice work by the Tigers.
Again, got in system. They were able to get it to their setter, and then she found Keona Shuttles on the outside. And here we are, the Trojans having to free ball it back across. That's not exactly the spot you want to be in.
And the hit goes out of bounds, so Botkins will get the serve back. 18-12 our score. That puts Kylie Mack in serve for Botkins. Kloppenstein over to Ludwig. Reese, and nice return as Plattfoot will get the kill, and Mack stays in serve. Ludwig set to Reichert. Tigers Kloppenstein. Ludwig off balance.
Nice serve by Ludwig there. Nice set.
A little bit off balance, but nonetheless, Reichert able to still get the power on the hit. Jackson will rotate back in and serve.
Nice set by Marion Ludwig, trying to avoid traffic, and was still, as you said, Dave, she looked a little out of balance, but she was still able to get those hands good and underneath the ball and found her all-state companion out there. McKinley Reichert.
Into the net it goes, 20-13. Tigers with the serve and right on the edge of wrapping this one up. 7-point lead with Jackson in serve. Strong hit. Mack has it. Flatfoot. Brown. Reichert with the kill.
Her and Kloppenstein just hit it so hard, and you can add Presley Reese to that also. They just hit it right through you. I mean, that doesn't even look like they're aiming. We're just rearing back and going to go right at it.
21-13, Jackson Center up. Botkins will take the timeout. All timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. Take this moment to remind you that NK Telco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity volleyball action on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app. Channel 155 tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Channel 154 on September the 2nd at 5:30 p.m. Channel 3 or 503 September 8th at 7 p.m. and September 10th at 3 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Borchers Family Floor Center, and NK Telco, as well as Carriage Works, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwedeman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. 22-13, Jackson picks up another point in serve. This time it goes into the net. Botkins will see if they can recapture some of the magic that they had in the opening points of this one, as Jana Metz will step in. Metz has 8 aces entering play tonight. Kloppenstein back over to Reichert. Brown with the hit. Jackson will send it to the corner. Kloppenstein. Here comes the set. And the kill by number 5, Keona Shuttles.
Trojans struggling to get back into the system again there. They were able to get once or twice. Jackson Center dug it out and got it back in the system on their own side, and then they found Shuttles on the outside for the kill.
Reichert with the serve. Boy, there's one that was a knuckleball.
That thing just died on the way there, didn't it?
Man, it looked like it dropped at the tiger paw. It dropped.
Oh, man. It's like the tiger came up and grabbed it.
I'd hate to be the defense. You looking at that. Going for the set point here is McKinley Reichert. Let's watch it again.
Just weaving all over the place.
At the net, Trojans trying to keep it alive. Metz over to Peyton Flatfoot, and the point goes to the Tigers on the extra hit. So Jackson Center takes the first set. Our score 25-14 over Botkins. You're watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza. Come check Grapple out.
Dine in or carry out.
Jackson Center takes a first set victory, and observations on that first set, Jeremy. Jackson Center, I think the stats are going to bear it out.
The Trojans
number of kills is pretty high.
The Trojans were out-killed. I don't know. That's probably the wrong way to say it. Jackson Center had 14 kills in the set, and the Trojans only had 6, and it tells you one thing. The Jackson Center Tigers are on attack constantly. They've got the hitters in McKinley Reichert and Macy Kloppenstein combined for 9 kills in that set alone, and 2 blocks from the 2 of them. So,
and you got Reese and Guy, and they're very good too.
They're very good also.
So, second set underway, and I'll give that a kill to Kloppenstein. That soft touch works once in a while, but that one went right into the hands of Kloppenstein.
Yeah, you got to get it over the top of him.
Flat foot, Mack, Ludwig, Reichert, Guy with it, and got a net violation, I believe.
I believe so.
Or it will go to Botkins to pick up their first point. And the Trojans will take the early lead at 2-1.
Janelle Plattfoot with her 3rd ace so far of the evening there.
Plattfoot picks up another ace.
The Trojans started this way a little bit in set number 1 there, Dave.
Yep.
They got out to a roll. They were really good in this rotation right here, the way it is. And then they got to about 8-8, and it struggled. And there's number 5. Make it 5 on the evening for Janelle Plattfoot, 5 aces.
Four to 1 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Botkins with the early lead. Ludwig back over to Kloppenstein. It's going to go off the net and out of bounds. So Kloppenstein's attempt for a kill that time goes out of bounds, and Plattfoot stays in serve.
Got a little game of chess here. Kim Metz is moving her defenders around just a little bit. Now we're seeing Janelle Plattfoot try to move to the other side.
At the net, Tigers having problems. Got a violation. I think they just kind of slipped underneath the net, and Botkins lead is 6-1.
One of the things Coach Sarah Brown talked about for her team was being good in serve receive. Right now the Jackson Center Tigers are struggling in serve receive, and it's not allowing them to get on attack. Where they had last set, we talked about how many kills that Reichert and Kloppenstein had. This time they can't get in system to get them going offensively, and it's got them in a 6-2 hole right here to start the second set.
Kloppenstein will try and change the momentum for Jackson Center. She'll be serving it up.
You hear a lot of volleyball coaches talk about it. The most important thing in volleyball is serve receive, because it allows you to get going. And if you're good at it and you can get it to your setter in a good spot where she's not running all over the place, and you can get it to your hitters, it makes them a lot better. And Jackson Center was struggling with it, and sometimes you see the Trojans go through moments where they struggle with it also, and it throws their offense all out of whack.
Host of substitutes. For one, Caitlin Barhorst will come in. And the point goes to Jackson Center, 6-4 our score as they begin to cut into that Trojan lead as Kloppenstein's hit goes deep to Barhorst. Plattfoot over to the right side to Plattfoot. Reese tips it across. Plattfoot, I tell you what, I don't know how Janelle Plattfoot got that one over the net and back over.
Yeah.
That was a remarkable hit by the senior.
Just good hand reaction point there real quick. Unfortunately for the Trojans, the Tigers still able to take advantage of it.
Mack. Yeah, it's only too bad the point went to Jackson Center, but that was a heck of an effort by Janelle Plattfoot.
That's the
Peyton Plattfoot, the freshman, will serve it up. Ludwig over to Reichert. And that's the kill and the point for Jackson Center.
It gives McKinley Reichert 5 kills on the night so far.
Shuttles will rotate back in, or will come back in for the libero, and strong hit, and that's going to be an ace as number 7, Paige Guy, collects the point, and we are tied at 7-all on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And the hit is in, and that makes it 8-7.
Maddie Fry on the attack there. Janelle Plattfoot found her on the outside, and it went off Jackson Center's hands up there at the line where they went for the block at the net.
Mack with the serve. Ludwig over to Reese. Mack will hit it. Plattfoot sends it back over. Strong hit, and that's going to be out. Boy, just missed the line.
Just missed the line through just by the blockers. Trojans kind of got away with one there on a free ball back over.
And Peyton Plattfoot's hit a little bit short into the net. 8-5 Jackson Center.
Very aggressive from the Trojans there. Peyton trying to hit one from the back line, basically.
Riley Barhorst, 5'4" senior, in to serve for Jackson Center. Fry sends it over to Kloppenstein. Comes Shuttle's hit. That's going to be long.
Trojans a little bit fortunate here because in both of the last couple, Dave, we just talked about it, and we talked about it during the break. Janelle's kind of all over the place up there at the net, having to run after things on serve receive, and they just can't get it cleanly. She can't get a good set in. They have to kind of free ball it across, and that's a recipe for a bad experience, these Jackson Center Tigers.
Caitlin Barhorst will serve. (11-9) our score, and Reichert will go into serve. Metz back in. Reichert on the serve. Fry at the net. Plattfoot will send it back over. Reichert's going to set it. Here comes Kloppenstein. That's going to be out. And it's 12-9. Trojans with the serve, and Madeline Fry will serve it up. Kloppenstein with the hit. Reichert, Fry, Plattfoot, Brown, and back it comes and makes it 12-10.
The Trojans have tried that. The young Trojans have tried that with Ella Brown a couple times, getting her out on the move, coming around on that little swing place right there. Janelle's found her both times, but it's been blocked by Kloppenstein both times.
Too strong, the hit by Plattfoot, and Tigers within a point as Caitlin Meyer will come in for Peyton Plattfoot.
Caitlin comes into the game second on the team in kills behind Peyton.
And a miscommunication there, and we're tied at 12-all.
And those are the things that Coach Sarah Brown was talking about in the keys to the game. You know, communication errors, being able to serve, not give away free points.
That's an ace. And Shuttles puts her team up by a point.
That is 6 of them now on the evening for the Jackson Center Tigers, 4 in this set.
That's some good serving here, especially in this set, like you said. Makes it 14-12. And the serve goes in the net, and it's 14-13. So, Ella Brown got 7 aces on the season, and she's the one that's 100% in the serve percentage category.
Yes, she is.
Kloppenstein. Meyer back over to Mack. It's going to be out. 15-13.
Right now it looks like the Trojans are having a hard time finding who are we going to go to offensively. You can tell Janelle's trying to give multiple girls different kind of looks, and we're trying to find the one, just who's that one who's going to be our go-to. Jackson Center has their 2 go-tos in Reichert and Kloppenstein, and and they partner them with Reese and Guy a little bit. Kylie Mack, though.
Kylie Mack. 24 kills on the season adds to that total. Plattfoot will go into serve, and this is with Plattfoot in serve. Botkins has experienced a lot of success.
This rotation's been really good to the Trojans. You're right, Dave.
Ludwig, Kloppenstein. 15-14 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And we've got some discussion here. And I think they're going to say that it was touched by Botkins on that one. So we're going to have to change the score on that a little bit.
Yikes. I'm not sure the Trojans are saying we didn't have anybody up at the net.
And we got a lot of discussions. All right, any comments on that, Jeremy?
I have nothing to say here, Dave. I'm going to sit here.
Trying to figure out what it was about.
I'm not sure exactly all the hand signals we got going on here, but Coach Brown's not real happy with how this is going. They've got 3 points in a row. It was supposed to be, at one point in time, looked like it was going to be 15 all. We're now at 18-14, and every little point here has been discussed by especially the Botkins coaching staff, and it kind of started where the head referee out there called a touch on a ball that went out of bounds that, from our angle, it looked clearly to hit the net. I mean,
right.
And I don't even think there's a Botkins girl up there really. And from that point on, the wheels have kind of, it put him on attack. He called him in the net one time, and I'm not sure what the last call was there. It didn't even look like it was almost called before the ball was served. So a little unclear up here what's happening.
18-14, Jackson Center with the lead. All timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. We're trying to regroup, and
this is a point now that if you're Janelle Plattfoot, you have to take your young team and say, listen, we need to start fresh. Right now we're down 18-14. Just get the serve back. Get us to side out and see if we can get on the offensive end. Get a point and go. And here you are. You've got one. You've tried to break that momentum. Play for the next point. Forget the past and let's just start moving on.
Jackson Center up one set with the lead in our second set here, 18-15. And Caitlin Meyer will serve.
Seems it's got the Trojans a little bit flustered. They're not quite sure what the rotation is here as well.
Ludwig over to Reese. Fry with the hit. Kloppenstein back over to Ludwig. Smart play by Ludwig, just didn't quite get it executed the right way. a little bit long as she saw the open space.
Tried to find that back corner and just was just a little bit wide.
Dropping him in front of the line judge, and served there by Meyer. Reichert, that's in. Wow, what a swing.
She just hits it right at you. And if you can dig it out, good for you, I guess is what her motto is.
I don't know how you would stop that hit.
No.
And it's 19-16. Guy with the serve. Flatfoot, Mack. Flatfoot. Janelle Flatfoot. It's sent it back across. Ludwig with that set to Reichert, and it's good. She gets the kill, and
Trojans too many times in a row there gave Jackson too many free balls over, and eventually that's not going to work in your favor if you got to do it too many times with Kloppenstein and Reichert back there.
Guy with a serve. At the net, Mack. Comes the set. Kloppenstein. Metz. Tigers will keep it alive. Back over, and Reichert alertly finds that open space. Puts it on the Tiger paw for the kill, and it's 21-16.
Nice rally there by both teams. Both teams had some great digs on that.
And the serve goes into the net. And Kylie Mack will serve it up. 21-17 our score.
Trojans need a couple here to stay alive in this set here.
And the kill there by Reese, and it's 22-17. Barhorst will come in, as does Lichtenberg for Jackson Center.
You know, Reichert and Kloppenstein get a lot of the headlines here, Dave, but Reese and Guy have played really well tonight.
They're two very good players. And the point goes to Jackson Center as they move closer, 23-17. Timeout Botkins, our score. Jackson Center 23, Botkins 17. You're watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
Toby Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Barhorst with the serve. Jackson Center 2 points away from a second set win. Kloppenstein, Flatfoot. Soft touch by Brown. Here comes Reichert. No soft touch there.
No soft touch.
That's point number 24. How many kills does McKinley have?
That gives her 9 on the evening so far, 5 in this set. You talk about it, Dave. You said there's no soft touch there. You wonder how many times she's tried to tip it in her career. I would say maybe 5, probably. It's not in her repertoire, they say.
No. Well, the space in the court, they moved everybody, and you can, kind of like the game of tennis, you can just see it.
Yep.
Lichtenberg diving saved by Walders as Metz will get it across. But open space, alert play, and that's it. Second set goes to the Tigers, 25-17, and that puts Jackson Center up 2-0 over Botkins. We'll move on to our third set. You're watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Second set goes to Jackson Center, so we move on to our third set, and Tanel Plattfoot will serve it up for Botkins. As you take a look at that second set, Jeremy, what stats pop off the page for you?
Probably the biggest stat that pops off is Jackson Center still carrying on with the number of kills. They had 9 in that set, and the Trojans only had 2. And what I believe that tells me, Dave, is that means the Jackson Center Tigers are on the attack constantly right now, and the Trojans are struggling to get on to attack because the Jackson Center only had 2 blocks on that set. But, you know, with that many kills and that discrepancy, it means you're having Jackson make a lot of mistakes to get you points.
Ludwig set to Kloppenstein, and she'll get the point. Tie this one up at 1.
Now she's going to go back to serve. That gives Macy Kloppenstein 6 kills on the night. Her and All-Ohioan McKinley Reichert combined for 15 kills so far tonight.
Plattfoot and Metz. And Metz with the kill. Jana Metz with a great shot there and puts the Trojans up 2-1.
We talked earlier about the influx of youth into the for the Trojans varsity team. What it does sometimes is it makes you change some positions. Jana Metz last year was a setter in the 4-2 system for Logan Watercutter. Now the Trojans have went more to the 5-1 with Janelle Plattfoot being the main setter, and it's moved, Jana Metz to an outside hitter position, back row kind of deal, and she's done a nice job adjusting to this.
Janelle Plattfoot to Fry. After that, point goes to Botkins as Peyton Plattfoot will serve it up.
We noticed there the Jackson Center Tigers, just like they did in the second set, struggling to serve receive here at the beginning. It's put them in a 4-1 hole.
Comes Reichert, and she'll get the kill.
The easy solution to that is serve receive and then hit it out to McKinley, set it to McKinley Reichert, evidently, Dave.
That's a good play.
It seems like it's working often.
It seems like it's worked a lot over the last few years. Brown to Plattfoot. Mack. And there's that might be a block up front there between a shared block maybe.
Yeah, I got a shared block between Presley Reese and McKinley Reichert.
Two had that one covered up real well. And it's 4-3. Botkins still with a 1-point lead as Audrey Bird will serve it up. Back row to Brown. Plattfoot. Here comes Fry. And Fry gets the kill. Maddie Fry with a nice hit.
They did a nice job. The Trojans did a nice job of serve receive. Janelle didn't have to go very far. Set her feet, got her hands ready, and found Maddie Fry on the outside.
Ludwig. Reichert will roll it right along the net, but it'll land on Jackson Center's side, and the point goes to Botkins, and they're up 6-3 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Softest ball she's hit all night.
Mack. Prenger lets it go, and
Grace Prenger made a late decision right there to let that one go.
Avery Jackson will come into the lineup.
In this rotation, when Marion Ludwig comes out, McKinley Reichert becomes the setter.
Barhorse with the hit there for Botkins. She's into the lineup. Flatfoot to the floor. Fry is going to send it long.
Great hustle by both teams there. Jackson Center dug it out of the ground over there on their side, and Peyton Flatfoot went flying off to the side to save it, and then Janelle came out of nowhere. Unfortunately, just could not keep it in.
Botkins sends it back over at the net, and there's the kill for Ella Brown.
We've seen that a couple times. We've seen it numerous times in the JV game, and we've now seen it twice here in the varsity. Those overhits are those are a doomsday for you.
Caitlin Barhorse with the Botkins serve. And Tigers will pick up the point. And it's 7-6. Reichert trying to tie this one up for the Tigers. Got a wicked serve, that's for sure.
Thing is knuckling everywhere.
Kloppenstein right at Flatfoot. Flatfoot, that'll be a kill. And we're tied at 7. Back over to Flatfoot. Metz sends it across.
Free ball.
Comes the set. Botkins handles it. And Jackson's trying to take it across, but it goes into the net.
Maddie Fry and Ella Brown have played really well at the net at times here in this third set. They've teamed for another block right there. That's their second team block on the set right there.
Fry with the hit. Prenger will keep it alive, and here comes the kill attempt by Kloppenstein. Back to Meyer. Meyer reacts after it goes off of Metz, and score is tied at 8. Audrey Bird comes into the lineup for Jackson Center. And Myers hit just a little bit long, and it makes it 9-8.
This is where things have went a little bit south for the Trojans in the first two sets, and where the Jackson Centers made their run. Hopefully they can get a stop right here. Kyla Mack pulled one that looked like it was heading out of bounds there. Free balled back across.
And Kloppenstein. Here comes the set. Kloppenstein, and it's going to go off of Metz. Kill for Jackson Center's Kloppenstein, and it's 10-8.
They've just given them too many opportunities when you have an overhit like that and you have to free ball it back across. You did a nice job digging it out, and then when you miss-hit the second one, then all of a sudden now you're free balling it across, and it's just not a recipe for a good situation.
Jackson Center violation.
Looked like a double hit there.
Double hit, if you believe the hand signals. Brown with the serve. Kloppenstein. And Botkins picks the point up, and we are tied at 10-all here in the third set.
Kylie Mack with her second block of the evening.
Ella Brown to serve. Strong hit by Bird, Audrey Bird. 11-10, Jackson Center as Ludwig will serve. Brown will send it across. Boy, that was interesting serve. I thought she had that one for an ace, but Botkins recovers.
Dug that off her shoestrings. That was a nice job on her part.
Platfoot with the serve. Pranger. Audrey Bird gets it across. Brown, Platfoot. Now Metz. Jackson Center point. I was just about to say we're at a key point in time for Botkins.
Yes. Yes, exactly. And the Trojans did a nice job getting that in system and getting it there, and then they run into the block wall that was Presley Reese at the front of the net.
Ludwig with the set. Reese unable to knock that one home, and we're tied at 12. Peyton Platfoot will come in to serve. Pranger, Ludwig, Reichert. Good effort by the Trojans up front. Ludwig with a set again. This time Reichert changes up on him and gets the kill. Definitely wanted an in the net call, but it's not coming, Jeremy.
It's not coming, I don't think.
Nope.
Another block by Presley Reese right there at the net again.
Coach Sarah Brown's looking at the up official going.
Yeah, I don't think the up official and Coach Brown are on the same page on how they see this being officiated here this evening.
She wanted a net call. Not that she's out of line and how she's. Devin, we don't mean it that way.
No, absolutely not. Not at all.
Just kind of like has this puzzled look on her face.
Exactly. And has asked him a couple times just to clarify some things.
Here comes Metz. Unfortunately, that one's out for Metz. She put a hit onto it. Barhorst will come in 15-12. Tigers with the serve.
Trojans need to regroup here real quick. It's 15-12. This is where it kind of got a little out of them on the second set. They had a couple questionable calls, didn't quite go their way. Now can you get away with it and get back in system and go the other way? They're going to get a look here. They're going to be able to side out on a 15-13 on a double hit there by the Tigers.
15-13, so let's see what happens here. Kylie Mack in serve for Botkins. And it goes to 16-13, not the result the Trojans were hoping for.
Nope, not at all. And those are the moments we talk about having a free ball it over and giving Jackson Center chances. They're giving away a free point where you want them to at least make a play. You know, make them make the mistake.
At the net, here comes Platfoot. Barhorst. Pranger. Over to Barhorst. Reichert. Fry looking for the corner, and it's long.
Nice rally, both sides right there. Both teams were in system, taking shots at each other, and able to dig it out.
Barhorst continues to serve, 17-13. And Trojans serve reception not so hot on that one. And they'll take a timeout as well. Our timeout's brought to you by Precision Strip. Our score, Jackson Center 18, Botkins 13. Tigers up 2-0. We're in the third set. And you're watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
here, and here, and here. Mr. Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Botkins will take the timeout. Riley Barhorse stays in serve for the Tigers. Barhorst back over to Brown. Lichtenberg hit there by Mack. Fry will send it across. Lichtenberg.
Both teams in a little bit of a scramble here. Neither one able to get in system. Here we go, Jackson Center.
Strong hit. It's going to be long as Shuttles hits it out of bounds.
That's a big point for the Trojans right there, Dave. 18-14 is a whole different ball game than 19-13.
Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Barhorst, Reichert coming from the other side this time.
Yeah, you're right. We have not seen her on that side of the floor very often.
19-14, and she's in serve, and she's an excellent server.
Boy.
Barhorst will tip it out of bounds, and that's an ace.
She kind of no-looked that one. She looked like she was looking to the other side of the floor and kind of came over on this side, Dave. If you watch where she was looking, then it knuckled all over the place.
Metz. Fry. A little bit long, and right play in place, just a little bit too strong.
And that's the thing you can see out of this young team. The ideas are right. You know, it's just the execution is a little bit off as the game has gotten quicker and it's gotten faster. That's not uncommon.
Reichert set up Kloppenstein, who puts it perfectly in the corner, and it's 22-14.
Gives Macy Kloppenstein 9 on the evening, 9 kills so far tonight. 5 in the first and now 4 in the third.
Emerson Walters into the lineup for Botkins, and Kloppenstein. About have to call that a kill. Drops it in there, and it's 23-14. Reichert continues in serve. Trying to wrap this one up for Botkins, and she'll collect an ace.
Kinley Reichert serving for the set and the match here.
Here comes the serve. Let's up on it just a little bit. Fry at the net. Trojans trying to keep it alive, and they do so. Barhorst to Reichert. Lichtenberg with the kill. And D. Lichtenberg gets the 25th point. And it's a 3-0 win for Jackson Center over the Botkins Trojans. First set went to the Tigers 25-14, 25-17, a second set victory, and then they wrap it up with another 25-11 win in the third set. So it's 3-0, and the victory goes to Jackson Center. We'll take a break. We'll come back, do our recap. You're watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Back here at Jackson Center, Tigers go to 4-1 overall and 3-0 in league play. Botkins evens their record at 3-3 and 0-2 in league play. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's contest: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Borchers Family Floor Center, and NK Telco. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Keys to the game, Keyhole Pizza. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. And our player of the game we'll bring to you here in just a moment, brought to you by NK Telco. Additional sponsors for tonight's contest: Carriage Works, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwiedemann, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, the Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. I'd like to also remind you that tonight's volleyball match will be seen on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app, channel 155 tomorrow at 5:30, channel 154 on September 2nd at 5:30, and then on channels 3 and 503, September 8th at 7 p.m., September 10th at 3 p.m., and you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So as we take a look at this 3-set victory, Jackson Center really an attack-oriented team with Kloppenstein, Reichert, and then some great, assist or support people like Reese and Guy, and just a very much on the attack with a very powerful offense.
Very well-rounded team. This is our first time seeing them on the year this year for Jackson Center. Very well-rounded, like you said, Dave. Their leaders are Reichert and Kloppenstein, but then when they start going to the others, that's when they get real kind of balanced, and you get Guy, like you said, you get Guy and Reese on the outsides taking shots at people. Really good. Defensively, we're really good. I would imagine there's some things, Kim Metz and the expectations she has for this team, there are some things she's going to want to clean up. They weren't real good a couple times at the beginning of those sets in serve-receive, and it put them in some holes that they had to dig their way out of. On the night tonight, the Botkins Trojans finished the night with 11 kills, 6 aces, and 4 blocks. They were led by Janelle Plattfoot, who had 5 aces on the evening. For the Jackson Center Tigers, who were victorious tonight, had 30 kills, 11 aces, and 9 blocks. And you talk about the discrepancy a little bit for both those teams right there. The stats bear out the discrepancies. Even a game that seemed closer, and you and I talked about it, there was a lot of mishits that got the Trojans some points, and the Jackson Center Tigers were on offense a lot tonight.
Jackson Center moves on. They, as we said, are now 4-1, 3-0 in league play. They'll move on with a very interesting matchup on Saturday, September the 2nd. They're going to play New Bremen at New Bremen, and then they come back on Tuesday against Fort Laramie.
Well, so the Lady Trojans were in a little stretch here where they played Fort Laramie and they played Jackson Center. Now Jackson Center is going to go in that stretch also. Like you said, Dave, they're going to go over to the powerhouse that is New Bremen, and then they're going to go over to Fort Laramie, who you got to believe is probably the favorite in the league this year. And we just seen what they bring to the table on Tuesday night, and that's an impressive display there.
And Botkins, they now stand 3-3 and 0-2 in league play. Saturday, September the 2nd, they will travel to Ansonia. Tuesday, September the 5th, they'll come back and play at home against Fairlawn, and then take on Thursday, September the 7th, in another Shelby County Athletic League contest. They will play at Houston. Thanks for joining us. Jackson Center takes a 3-set win over Botkins. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Jeremy Plyman, and you have been watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.